The 1996 thriller L'Appartement is sexy, confusing, and deeper than it looks. There's a frustrated artist, played by the superb Vincent Cassel, who's bouncing back and forth from Paris and New York, and is reeling from the loss of his lover, Lisa, played by Cassel's real-world wife, Monica Bellucci, arguably the most beautiful woman in cinema history. After dumping her, he returns to Paris, and is baffled that another woman named Lisa is living in his ex's apartment. They hook up. The second Lisa is actually Alice. Notice the names are just their syllables swapped. Alice, Lisa, a friend of Lisa's who's naively posing as her in the apartment, unaware that Lisa has bounced because of a dangerous stalker. Neither Max nor Alice have any idea what's going on. Cassel and Bellucci both have crossover hits in the States. As good as they are, they probably made more bank on Ocean's 12 and The Matrix 2 than they're actually good films. Alice, played by Romane Berenger, was a heavy hitter on her own. She's the daughter of Richard Berenger, whose performance I extolled in my Subway video, and was heavily lauded for her work Les Nuits Fauves, an AIDS-era drama that swept the Césars back in the 90s. Max, Alice, and Lisa, along with Max's best friend Lucien, end up in this dreamlike erotic entanglement, not to mention Max's actual fiancée, played by Sandrine Kiberlan, whom I adore. Everybody loves everybody else, and identities get muddled. There's an intriguing theory that this whole debacle is an adaptation of A Midsummer Night's Dream, with four mixed-up lovers living in a dreamlike world until the dawn, or in this case a fiery explosion, brings them back to reality. I like that. In Shakespeare's play, one woman is tall, blonde, and underappreciated, while the other is short, dark, and universally adored. Please read the sonnets. In casting L'Appartement, which unlike Midsummer Night's Dream contains no actual magic, they chose two actresses who could conceivably be confused from a distance, putting the tall, unappreciated blonde role on Kiberlan. For Max, Lisa is the perfect woman. Alice is, well, you'll do. It brings to mind the American adaptation of the same story, Get Over It, which addresses the same scenario, but as a high school musical. Nobody gets blown up in a fiery stalker rage, but characters are knocked off mercilessly in order to be set up for the final balanced love quadrangle. In both films, you're asked to buy into some very unlikely coincidences, which lead into something like a happy ending. A little creepy, but allegedly happy. There was a watered-down American remake of this film called Wicker Park. It boasts a fine cast, but I have to say that most American attempts to capitalize on French films boil down the original until there's very little meat left on the bone. Maybe the best we've done was 3 Men and a Baby, and that's simply because so little respect was given to the source material that it's essentially just an entirely new film. I love Vincent Cassel, and I love Monica Bellucci, and this movie is one of the best reasons for that, though they both starred in a plethora of hip films in the 90s. This is a solid thriller with deep and confusing implications. Is this the real life? Is it just fantasy?
Mama just killed a man.